welcome to another night with me. Uh, your boy, Jordan, or Spook, however you want to call me. Uh, you'll have to pardon them. May have a couple of coughs here or there because I got the sniffles. But we're going to play some Hollow Knight in preparation for Silk Song coming out, hopefully in a couple of weeks. And then later on tonight, we're going live with the regular group of dummies for Ghost Recon Wildlands in preparation for that sequel to come out. I think it's Breakpoint. I don't remember the name of it. So we're going to start a new game, mostly because I've already got a playthrough gone through most of the game and through about 3/4 of the DLC, so not going to really run that one. So brand new game. I just got my... Normally I would do a Steel Soul run, but I have not played this game in 6 or 7 months, so I'm not 100% confident in my ability to actually do it. So just in case anybody was curious, it's terrifying. Alright, let's make sure I want to make sure it's in the right resolution. It has not updated on Twitch yet. Hollow Knight. Alright, you're good. Everything's updated. Let's make sure we're solid here. Alright, I should be alright. So let's go ahead and... I just got a new Xbox One controller because my buddy loaned me one of his old ones and it decided it was going to kick the bucket, so I splurged a little and got a new one. So let's play this video game. Hey, look, it's all this weird stuff that you're not going to have any idea what it is. You right. So for those of you uninitiated, Hollow Knight is a Metroidvania, so it's got a hub world where you sort of branch out and explore different areas, and as you learn more abilities, you can go back and discover more stuff and secrets and stuff like that. That is you. You're the little horned boogie wandering down a real weird road. Game is made by Team Cherry. I think they're like literally a 2 or 3 person team. Pretty legit though, especially it's one of my favorite games of... When did it come out? 2017? I believe it was either 2016 or 2017. Easily one of my favorite games of that year. Superhero Jump. Also, I'm trying a different mic to see if I get a little more pickup from the audio and not necessarily as much from the, background, like the fan, the AC, that kind of thing. So just trying to make sure the sound is crisp. Higher beings, these words are for you alone. So these are like little exposition stones. These are meant to be like tutorials or tell you a specific thing about where or how you're doing. So this just tells you how to sort of charge. So it's quasi omnidirectional. You can sort of attack and move in a couple of directions. So not necessarily. I guess it's quad directional more than omni. Give me all these coins. Right, I'm actually going to swap those two buttons. 1 sec. Beep, boop. Beep, boop. I haven't actually played this with a controller in a long time. What are you at? Oh no. Okay, I don't. Never mind. I don't need to do that. All right. So this is inventory because it doesn't let you do anything else. So there is an amount of wall jumping and stuff like that, but like every other Metroidvania and quasi, well, I guess you really can't call this a roguelike because there's not really an element of randomness to it. So, but you do get abilities. You do get double jump. You can like have a float. You can crawl through things. You just have to unlock them. So if you couldn't tell, everything in this game is pretty bug themed. So like this is one of those areas where like you definitely can't jump across, but if you get a double jump and come back, you get some stuff. Not a lot, but there's like a shortcut and some cash. More exposition. Higher beings, these words are for you alone. Beyond this point, you enter the land of King and Creator. Step across this threshold and obey our laws. Bear witness to the last and only civilization, the Eternal Kingdom, Hallownest. And then you have a cracked door that people seem to have been pounding on, but nobody's been able to open, which is silly. So you kind of walk in, you see the Elder. It's Dirtmouth is the name of the town. So the Elder Bug is just kind of telling you, like, everybody's gone, I'm really the only one left. We're on the outskirts of the kingdom. And it's telling you that, like, people that get lost down there and sort of follow weird dreams tend to become something else. That's your save point. So you find, like, a park bench. You just sort of hang out. Hallownest is the greatest kingdom that ever was, supposedly. He sort of gives you, like, you can come back at different points in time, and he gives you a little more exposition. You read this, it says, for all your mapping supplies, we will be opening soon. Zelda and Cornifer. That's where you buy maps and pins, which I guess will be explained later. There's a graveyard over here. And a door with a key that you can't open yet. You can buy simple keys at certain shops in the game. So if you couldn't tell, everything is bugs. Quite literally and quite specifically. Hey, look, it's that weird thing we saw earlier. This is a cool dude. So he's kind of a fellow adventurer named Quirrell. You see he's got a mask, but he has a regular face too. You notice a lot of like mask themes in the narrative, like people wear things to sort of be something different. You'll also notice that his mask looks like one of the masks on the egg. So this is the Great Black Egg. He's sort of talking about how it's a mystery and he doesn't know how to solve it, but he's very curious about it. You can tell that it's enshrined here for some reason. And apparently it's been here for long enough that it's sort of a spook about it, you know, like people are kind of wary of it. Like people know it holds some kind of power, they just don't really know what. And like a lot of, I guess it's a little less in-depth than some versions of roguelikes. Like, it's not like Meat Boy or Celeste even, where the jumping puzzles and the high-end endgame puzzles get real difficult real fast, and they're like real Twitch nerdy. This one, you have a couple of things that like you can bounce with, and it moves you around. Yeah, first man down. These are grub worms. So that was technically, I guess, a mini boss. It's the first time you really run into them. That's a grub worm. That's sort of a collectible in the game. You get X amount of them. You go back to their hive. Their elder gives you stuff, which is cool, I guess. Just futzing around with some of the outside settings. Can I even see the, I guess I should check to see if the chat shows up. That would probably be a good plan to see if it even works. Wait there for a couple of seconds, just see if it kind of wiggles around. Now I got a chat bar up, and it doesn't seem to be going through, so I don't know what the delay is. I guess I'll have to go back in and futz with those settings at some point. I may as well turn that off if it's not going to come up, though. At least for the time being. I'm sure there is a trick to it that I am currently unaware of. As is my life. Nope, I didn't mean to do that. Just can't get down there anyway, so. Not like that really matters. So you get to sort of get little bites of other areas before you actually get to them. Like this is the crystal mine, but you can't get up because you just don't have the ability to. So you get, you definitely can't get much further in this one than what you can do initially, because I believe it requires the dive, which you don't get. You hear the humming and singing. What is this? Talk to her. Bury my mother, pale and slight. Bury my father with his eyes shut tight. Bury my sisters 2 by 2. And then when you're done, let's bury me too. Which is super morbid to be a song that a miner is singing, I guess. This is Mila. She wants you to sing with her. She's still sort of looking to make her fortune in here. And there's a little bit of foreshadowing here, because she's like, bury the knight with her broken nail, bury the priest, something about a crown. She's like, I don't know. I'm just gonna start humming it. So, like, later on, a little bit of that pieces together, and you're like, okay, I have a vague idea of what these things are. But there's a lot of kind of implied lore. They do a real Dark Souls-y job of this. Dark Souls-esque job of this. Hiya! Oh, shit. That was just dumb of me. I don't know how to fight things and not die. So notice how like they have the little orange eyes, and when you kill them, they sort of it all goes out. I don't believe I can get to that one yet. No, I need either a wall jump or a double, which you do not get right now. Let me tell you. So some of the jumping stuff can get a little high end. There's a to get one of the good endings, you have to go through this massive area that has a lot of buzzsaw puzzles, kind of a la Super Meat Boy, and you get around mostly by like resetting your jumps by jumping off of buzzsaws with your sword and kind of shopping around real crazy like. So it's definitely interesting. I don't think I'm supposed to be able to find the knight here, right? I think I have gone too far. Yep, here you go. Anytime you start seeing pages littered around, you're going to find this dude, Cornifer. This is the guy that you get all your maps from, so if you have enough coin, you can buy a map right off. Which I believe, yeah, we got plenty. So now when you go back up, there will actually be a shop that you can get to. Alright, so this shows you the outline of the map that he has done. Oh yeah, you do have to go down here, because you have to go down and up and around. Alright. Oh, shit. This is what happens when you don't pay attention, by the way. Never assume the jump is safe. And so this is sort of your first foray into finding, like, a secret. So they put that little rock of coins right in front of an area you're pretty much guaranteed to find. So now you know they're, destructible walls and all of that stuff. And those guys explode when you kill them, so that sucks. This is a hot springs. This heals you, gives you all your energy back. You see the creepy-looking sort of U mouths in the background, spewing hot water out of them. Some weird stuff. You got a bench here. So when you bench, it should fill in parts of the map that you have. Oh yeah, if you look, he can walk with it, and you see him sort of looking at it as he goes. It's pretty cute. So I guess I don't have the pin to fill in maps yet, which I think you get at some point, but we'll figure that out. I did it. God damn it. I did it. And here's where you run across literal earthworms. Which are kind of creepy in their own right. Don't really need the extra cash right now, so we can just keep going. There's a lot of little secret areas I don't really remember, though. I've gotten the good ending and the best ending on this one. And I've done a lot of DLCs like the Crimson Truth and Gods and Heroes, which is insane. I've only done, like, I believe 2 of those challenges, but those are... so you fight new bosses and amped up versions of the bosses that are in the game normally, and kind of like an arena, and those get wild, for lack of a better word. Like, there's a lot going on in those. So hopefully by the time, probably do this one like once a week maybe, once I get done with it. Hopefully we're to the point where Silksong's coming out, because they're talking about that being within the month. So that'll be cool, because we can just transition from one to the other. But I don't know, because it's still TBA, and with a small team like that, you never really can be too sure. Which I'm down with. I'm not gonna know. Like, what am I gonna do? Get mad? Gruz mother. So that's technically a boss, I guess. It's not particularly difficult. There are a lot of like mini bosses and stuff like that too. Watch this. Blah! She's just a shell of her former self, right? So you can't get up there until you get a double jump or you get to the graveyard. That's where you can buy specialty pens for abilities and stuff like that. Although if I remember correctly, one of these little houses has somebody I need. There's my boy. His name is Sly. He kind of gives you an idea that, like, hey, I sell things upside. So that's the guy you buy like your general goods from. There's a spirit sort of charge ability, which can give you life as long as your little hollow lens at the top left is full of that big white mother's milk. We walked over that before and didn't see it. It's almost like the game was hiding it from us. Gimme. There's a tram. You have to have a tram ticket for. I don't think there's anything you can get by jumping down. Yeah, some of these have... Oh, yeah, no, I guess there's a little bit. I got dollar bills. Not much, but, you know. Every 60 cents counts. Especially in this economy. So, a lot of sword bouncing really gets the trick. Especially because a lot of your hits have knockback, so like you can kind of keep positioning yourself in a decent enough manner. What is this area? This requires a double jump to get a grub worm. Actually, I think you need the air dash too. But yeah, like you notice, there's just no general way for me to get from point A to point B without spiking the shit out of myself. Oh. Because I'm an idiot. God damn. This is what happens when you're bad at video games. Alright. 1, 2, 3. We should be pretty close. Although I could just be getting... Oh, yeah, you pop out over here. Okay, yeah, we're close. So that moaning is how you know there's a grub fly close. They start crying, essentially. Hit that switch, opens up the zone from earlier. See little signs that kind of lead you to places you should know. Hey, another bench. We've saved. Hey, it's a tram thing. Gotta pay money. What does this do? Gives you access to a bell. Stag Beetle is my boy. So these are kind of like the tram unit. So he tells you that he's sort of been wandering the tramways and the stagways looking for you. Really, right now, all you can do is get back to Dirtmouth. But there's a lot of places you end up with him. There's a smaller story thing that you can do with him that's kind of cool. Ding! And suddenly there's more life in town. Tells you about the shopkeep. The stag station is open, so the thing you just came in, he tells you about web of tunnels, like where the lines go. He's talking about the temple, which is at the far end. And he's talking about Cornifer and Iselda, who are the guys who, like, you know, give you maps and shit like that. So you get in here, talk to this deer man, see what he's got. He's got masks and a big old sword. Mask shards let you eventually have more health. Vessel fragments let you have more magic. These are notches, so they let you equip more, or these are, what are these things called? Charms, I believe? Yeah. These things let you essentially equip special abilities. You only have so many on at a time, and you have to buy more notches for more things. I believe she sells the first couple. Big old mosquito baby. Hey, pretty lady, how you doing? So there's a compass. Oh, that's the thing. So yeah, you gotta buy some stuff to upgrade your maps. You can buy pins and stuff that show you where everything are. These are new, I believe. I don't remember seeing these. But I think you can use these to mark like very specific points of interest on the map. I don't really need anything off the top, so we'll just save it. I think that mask piece was 150. We should buy that. The simple key is 950, so I just don't have any of the I don't have the dollar bills to get through that. So this is actually really cool. So it gives you like the hollow Knight crest sort of thing, and it shows you the mask as it's getting filled in. Alright, so we do this. He writes on his map. We look at the map. So this is Forgotten's Crossroads, King's Pass. Let's go back and talk down to our buddy. Goodbye! Check something real quick. let's go fight the first real boss of the game. And then we'll get an ability, and then I'll see if the other idiots are around. So we can get some Ghost Recon in. Super Saiyan! So this isn't the real boss. This is just kind of a copy of the dude from before. You end up running into a lot of these later. And it's kind of like every other like Metroidvania or Castlevania game. Like most bosses have a pattern, and once you learn the pattern, they're pretty easy. Like that guy actually murdered me the first time I played it, but I didn't really stop to pay attention to what he was doing. So that's usually what kills you in this style of game. Who knows? I might even die on this first boss. I haven't fought this dude in, oh god, so long. So everything's cool. You're just going through. I don't really have to look. Can't go through there. So you gotta go up, right? Alright, let's go up. What are these little idiots doing? Oh no! Yeah. Look at him, he's so cute! He goes, bleh. He's just a big old fatty. Oh shit. Alright, I forgot he had that. Man, getting bodied over here. Oh man, I always fall for that one. I should really know that move a lot better than I do now. Hit him in the face! Oh no! What an idiot. Look at him. Look at him! Just a big old dummy. Oh, there it goes. Look at his mace! It just gets up and fucks off. Get out of here. You're fine. Bye! That's a lot of dollary dues. I don't remember if there was anything above them. I don't believe there was. I don't have the double jump for the wall climb to get there, so... Let's go get our first shaman ability. Look at this map. We're gonna do great things. Snail shaman. So he sort of imbues you with a magic. So every snail has sort of an ability they can give you. I believe this one's the fireball, essentially. He's like, oh man, I got so powered up, I popped a boner and passed out. Yeah, so you tap B. So you have to have spirit to cast it, that kind of thing, etc. Dude locked you out. Because now we're friends, I want you to do me a favor. What a dick. So there's something in here that's been causing him problems, and he's not really sure what it is. I know what it is. This is the Ancestral Mound. Kind of implying that people are probably buried here. Is this the boss guy? No, so these are the Great Worm. They give you spirit energy, which doesn't mean anything because I am maxed. But I believe if you go up and around, you get something. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe you just have to kill these things. Oh, that might actually be a door. I didn't know that was there. These are lifeblood. Oh, shit. You coming back down? I'd really like for you to come back down. I guess you're not. Alright. Well, normally you take those and it gives you a temporary life bubble, but since I messed... Oh, they're there. Hey, give me that. You absorb and you got 2. Hey, buddy. What's up? So I gotta wait till he spits those things out, get some more energy. Now, suck it. So you got to learn about charms, sort of tells you how to work them. I have slain the beast. So pop a squat. Go back in. Hey, I get more spirit. Alright, let's check on your mans. Frittata. Passage. So if you miss Cornifer, because there are some areas where you can walk past him and not know it, he leaves you a card and tells you that you can buy the map up top. So you don't always have to like reliably find him. As long as you sort of maneuver around, he can get to you, one way or the other. I don't honestly remember where to go next. So you see the giant earthworms in the background. Those are pretty cool. See me walking into the giant earthworms in the foreground? Those are pretty cool. So this is where the first point in the game where you kind of notice, like, hey, things are
things look like they should be able to kill you, i.e., all of this poison that's over here. Eventually, you get an item that negates it, but for the first 3/4 of the game, it's a pretty big pain in the ass. I probably could have made that, but I don't really need that insane amount of money yet. Alright, so I believe we have to go up and to the left. And I don't think I get anything with 3 grubs, but we may as well pop in because they'll give me coins. Big old freight lifts for a city that doesn't exist anymore. It's pretty cool. Is there anything? This is the second one? That one goes all the way to the right. So this is the grub nest. So for every one you rescue, the dude throws shit at you. Have I really only rescued 2 of them? Oh no, there we go, there's 3. So all of these little holes eventually get filled in, and when you walk through, they make a shit ton of noise. It is like the loudest room ever. So this is the fastest way to like spawn money, essentially, is to just do that little bit of side quest. Alright, let's see where we gotta go. Oh, green stuff. That's where we go. Hey, it's that guy I fought earlier. Maybe there's a reason I had to fight him. He did. Get out of here. More poison. So really early on, this stuff is very dangerous just because like you don't have a double jump, you don't really have a way of getting around, so. So, and this game does a really good job of sort of teaching you about the environment before it becomes a thing. Like, you saw that guy explode, and then when you kill him, he explodes. Oh, well, shit. And then there's that whole thing about having to pay attention to your surroundings, otherwise it just sort of kills you. There are plenty of safe zones, too, but you really have to watch your jumps. That guy fell into lava. I fell into lava. Well, I thought that was... So you have to be sort of careful. So, like, notice how that looks like a ledge at the bottom, but it's not, because it's just drawn into the foreground. Like, a lot of this stuff is just art asset, which is cool, because, like, it's a gorgeous game. The art is pretty like it's honestly one of my favorite parts of the game, besides like the soundtrack, which I don't know if I have on. Now that I think about it, yeah, we can turn that on a little bit. I generally play games with very low sound, so we've actually been missing out on like the best part of the game with the soundtrack. So let me fix that. So just the whole atmosphere of the game is very unique. It's very fulfilling. So it's fun. It's very cute. I like the art style is gorgeous. Like everything's hand drawn. It's kind of a love letter to older games. Oh shit. And this is the first time you run into whoever that crazy looking lady is. Oh, and I just walked into it because it's a cloud. This is why you should never trust me to learn how to be good at video games. I'm just not any good at it. Check this shit out. Come on, buddy. Squish! Suck it, nerd. Come on. If you're gonna kill bugs, this is how you do it. So you start noticing the paper, so you know Cornifer's around. And sure enough, there he is. Most of the map, like, you're gonna have money 90% of the time to get them, so it's not like it's a huge deal. But again, I don't have a double jump, so I can't get like some of this higher stuff. You should be getting, I think we get the double jump in this zone though, so. Alright, so we gotta get up here and make a path. Yeah! Don't move, don't move, don't move. Pacha! More nerds doing nerd stuff. Alright. Down we go. Oh, that one doesn't pop. Alright. Ooh, spooky teeth. What is this? Looks like a mouth. That's creepy, right? But this one's cool. It's the hunter. He just burped a book at me. Haha, buggy! Oh, mother. I'm... Big dumb is what this is what you would call it. So I think we'll do one more mini boss, and look, there she goes, doing stuff I can't do. Ah, shit. Like, how do I get that? Well, you don't. There's no way for you to do any of that. Hiya! There you go. Little bitty tiny baby boy. You son of a bitch. Alright, keep moving. So much acid, so little time. So you don't really have to fight anything, so essentially you're stalking a hornet through this. You can't really get through there without getting shredded, so you just gotta keep moving, even though you definitely know there's a treasure down there. She's leading you into somewhere. Give me that bench. Hell yeah. And the cool thing being is, like, you do get to see sort of this city aesthetic in the background. Like, this was a green place that had some kind of civilization built into it. So, like, there's a lot of, like, little cool stuff. Like I said, if you pay attention to the background and sort of the art style going in, there's a lot of little stuff you can see that you wouldn't, you know, normally pick up on in a regular game, I guess. I don't know, I always thought this game was just fucking cool as shit. Here we go again, jumping into bad guys! Bleh. Look at him hiding back there. That was pretty easy. There are a lot of ways to negate, like, really dumb fights too, but you just don't have the charms for it. Like, there are charms that, like, give you extra damage, or you can charge your weapon up, or you get, like, little spin strikes, or multi-hits, or you bounce further back when you hit something. There's a lot of ways to sort of build your guy around your playstyle. Ooh, notice how quickly that changed. Kind of back in that cave aesthetic, right? The dark water. Hey, you leave my idiot alone. Alright, come on then. Let's dance, bitch. So you can leave that guy to die. I don't recommend it just because you get some pretty funny shit out of this dude. So you're like, hey, I saved your life. Oh man, you look weird and old and not quite like me. I am Zote the Mighty, a knight of great renown. Calls his little nail the Life Ender. He kind of has a jockster sort of feel to him. He's just sort of an idiot. And he is always getting into trouble. Alright, try to get through there. The green children walked from the dream unto these lands. Here now shall we wait, patient for the call to return. So, like, these are, like, the little things you get that you're like, oh, I don't know what any of that means. But you piece together little bits of the lore and the story. Like, it's very obvious that something was going on before you got here. Suck it, you giant nerd. Oh, there's another one. They hiding in the bushes! Yeah, alright, spit your nonsense at me. Oh, this is me being really bad at video games again. Give me those dollars. Dollars is what I need. Yeah, I think we can fight Hornet, and then we'll call this one a quit, because we've actually made some pretty good progress. Although it's not 100% fair, because, you know, I've played the game. So a lot of the little things I am aware of where are. Ooh, damn, that's the first time I got that close to death. That was wild. Let's go get another one of our little buddies. And they just sort of fuck off and go wherever they're deciding to go. Rocks! Oh shit, I think I messed up. Oh no, this is a shortcut to another zone. Alright, so we should be getting pretty close.
Alright, we look at the map. So this is Green Path, is what this area is called. That's just the zone we've been through so far. Which, there's a lot left. My boy! So when you call him in, he sort of gives you, you can talk to him. And he kind of gives you a, you know, a little fond memory of when he was a young stag running these halls. One of them young bucks. Alright, let's see if I can one-shot Hornet and not be a giant nerd and bad at this game. Hey, that looks like me. I'm not a ghost. Get a quick heal off. I actually get 2. Oh shit. Alright, let's get a bite of heal in before we try to do that. Oh, that was close. Yeah. That's almost always the ability she uses to kill me. Besides my own idiocy. Get 2 full off of that. full heal. Hey, we did it. And she's done. Hi, baby. How you doing? Alright. So now you have the Mothwing Cloak. Lets you dash, so it's a aerial dash and a regular dash, so you can kind of get through. Alright. Ooh, would it seek to break the seals? They cannot be undone. They must be undone. Those masks look real familiar, right? So we'll do this and then we'll, oh no, it doesn't turn you into the dream world yet. Get to figure it out. So that's, I'm going to call it quits for now. Probably going to run a little bit of Risk of Rain. Upload this a little later. So like, subscribe. If you're enjoying Hollow Knight, tell me. Otherwise, I'll try to play something else. All right, good luck.